Welcome back. The pains and fears created by the sight of tankers on Lagos roads have remained a nightmare for residents and motorists. But the government says that would soon be over. This will happen if actions are matched with words from the Lagos state and federal government. Well, the Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, has given the assurance that the anticipated reconstruction of the Apapa-Oshodi Expressway and repairs of damaged portions of the roads leading to the ports may commence very soon.
The Vice President, Professor Yemi Osinbajo, is received by the Governor of Lagos State, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, the Minister of Transportation, Rotimi Amechi, service chiefs and other top government functionaries on his arrival at the Western Naval Command. For the second time in a week, Professor Osinbajo visits Lagos in furtherance of efforts towards managing the traffic chaos created by tankers in Apapa and its environs. His meeting with the state government and key players in the maritime and haulage business is aimed at finding a lasting solution to the problem. The commander, NNS Beecroft, takes the audience through the current situation of roads and the efforts by the task force in managing traffic in the area. The dialogue goes beyond shifting blames, but suggesting workable ideas to end the problem.
The average age of the truck in Nigeria is 40 years old. So, if indeed we are serious about looking for solutions, possibly we have to reconsider the possibility of making the importation or even the production of trucks easier here in Nigeria.
The Managing Director of Nigeria Ports Authority, Hadiza Bala Usman, explained steps taken by the federal agency to ensure that operators adhere to regulations around the ports.
Nobody should pay for anything called empty container positioning fee. It's your responsibility to move your empty container from the holding bay to the terminal as and when it is required to evacuate your empty boxes.
For the Lagos State Governor, Mr. Akinwumi Ambode, there is need to revive other ports in the country to decongest the Apapa and Tinkan ports.
Other ports in the country should actually even be functional, and then we allow ships to go to other places and decentralize the utilization and even allow them to have economic prospects to grow their own IGR.
Having listened to all parties, the Vice President offers an immediate solution, which is to fix the bad portions of all connecting roads to the port, as well as to refurbish narrow gauge rails.
The Apapa-Oshodi Expressway, especially the mile to Liverpool roundabout, is of course an important, a very important road, but it has been delayed, just as the controller of work said. But I'm personally trying to see that we're able to get that through. But I can guarantee that we will certainly get all of the approvals required. I don't think it should take us longer than 2 weeks to get that approval, so that we can begin to do the work.
Away from the meeting, the Vice President embarks on a tour of the area to assess ongoing repairs.
We see that the road, part of this road, the concrete road, is gone much farther than we heard in the hall. It's very clear that it's gone well beyond the 100 meters we were told. That's a good thing, and the time it will take also to complete this portion of the bridge may be much shorter than the impression we had been given. So coming out here to see physically has helped a bit to clarify a few things.
Professor Osinbajo promises to compile the suggestions offered at the meeting and present them to the federal government. Away from Apapa, Governor Akinwumi Ambode makes an unscheduled visit to an illegal bonded terminal located at a residential area in Ajeromi, Felodun. The governor directed that the terminal and other adjoining areas be closed, while the trucks parked around the terminal be evacuated within 24 hours.
It's bad enough that the roads here are single lanes, and then I've gone around this whole Ajegunle axis and I see all the trucks all over the place. So I take over all the places called bonded terminals in Ajegunle. From this moment, I shut this place down, and all the agencies concerned take my instructions. I do not want to ever see this place opened again. Any place that is residential as a bonded terminal, they tell the Commissioner of Police, they tell all the other people, every person here must evacuate in the next 30 minutes, and in all the other locations which they have put in place, they remain under lock and key until I say otherwise.
As the state and federal governments work together to finding solutions to the dreadful tanker congestions in Apapa, more are still seen on the roads. A long-term solution may be required sooner than later to avoid a negative impact on the economy.
Lagos is not only experiencing high tanker congestion, commuters and motorists are also suffering traffic logjams as they go about their daily endeavors. It's a challenge, as the only effective transportation system in Lagos is the road. Now, to tackle this problem, the state government organized a roundtable on water transportation. Let's hear what they have to say.
The pursuit of Lagos as Africa's model megacity is being laid back by the challenge of non-availability of a good intermodal transport system, unlike other megacities across the world. The overdependence on road transportation results in what people experience every day. Finding the way forward has prompted this roundtable, which is aimed at advancing effective framework in partnership with the private sector and relevant stakeholders to play up water transportation in Lagos, with a view to diverting a lot of pressure currently on the roads to water. Governor Ambode speaks on the need for investors to key into the state's integrated transport system, which includes water transportation.
Over 22 million people. The only mode of transportation in Lagos is road, and the road itself is chaotic. So amongst the 22 million people, almost 8 million of them are walking the streets every second, as you can see. So if we're looking at the areas that we're looking at rail, and then we're trying to do bus reform system, so we need to focus specifically on water. You see the canoes that people are using, middle class will not enter into it. You see the insecurity that we have on our waterways, nobody will look at it and go there. So how do you convert people who are used to riding in their own cars to come and use the waterways? So we need some kind of expertise around it. The investment is not really more about you making profit, but it's about actually us being able to create the foundation that will now allow our citizens to live a more comfortable life.
Presentations from representatives of various organizations and diplomatic missions all expressing readiness to partner with the state government to boost water transportation through research, training and capacity development, finance amongst others.
Not only that, we have the Institute of Maritime Studies, the only university that is operating that institute in collaboration with the university in Jamaica. Also, we have our colleagues that can collaborate with the state and also the investors concerning the research that need to be done.
UK expertise in engineering, planning and project management, in addition to financing, stands ready to help alleviate the pressures that the Lagosians face. TfL, Crossrail, Newmill, Mott MacDonald and Mace are world leaders in this regard.
While these investors are ready to put in their resources to work, a favourable environment is needed. That's where the state government comes in. Governor Ambode restates his administration's commitment to providing necessary infrastructure and environment for them to participate in the ongoing efforts to rev up water transportation.
We are not trained as transporters, and neither are we trained as manufacturers. Our duty is to be a regulator and our duty is to create that enabling environment. I want the private sector to own the economy of Lagos. That's the only way I can grow the GDP of Lagos. And that's the commitment I also give to the investors, to be able to understand that there's a new religion in government. And that's the way we want this water roundtable to go. That's also to show you that we are serious about whatever it is your commitment that you want to do with us.
If the private sector is ready to invest, there may be future challenges beyond provision of enabling environment. The panel of experts tries to provide answers to challenges.
We, the investors, are also out there trying to bring in bigger sized boats, safer boats. But I said again, financing is one of the major issues. Security-wise on the waterways, the government has done a whole lot in the last 3 years.
One of the major highlights of the roundtable is the sealing of a partnership involving the Lagos State government with a consortium of multinational companies to rid the waterways and water bodies in the state. The consortium will be investing in boats with capacity to collect waste from the waterways, thereby protecting the ecosystem and boosting water transportation. The agreement will facilitate the setting up of a world-class collection and recycling framework for plastic waste in Lagos State.